staff.
Yeah, a guy that's had a lot of success in the National Hockey League as far as getting his teams to play to a high level. Stanley Cup final. Still in search of his first Stanley Cup, but you know when you play against his clubs, they're going to be aggressive, they're going to play fast.
With the Devils and the Sharks, and now here, Gerard Gallant was really doing nothing but winning, but Vegas decided to make the change to that man, and we talked about, doesn't have that big first-line center. Power play hasn't been great. You wonder if the Jack Eichel rumors, what's going to happen? They got some stuff to trade. Alex Tuch is injured. You see Krebs tonight, maybe something will happen there, but that's going to be a story I think to follow this year in the NHL. Obviously, where does Jack Eichel end up? And this just seems like the place to be, Bush. Look out! Here come the Knights. Pietrangelo shoots it wide. Stevenson had all kinds of ice there, and he made the pass back to Pietrangelo. Another one-timer off the side of the net. Delayed penalty coming up. The Knights will go on the power play. Stone. Martinez towards the net. Chip to the corner, but not controlled. Marchessault, extra attacker on. Stevenson keeps it in. It's close. Martinez, wrist shot by Pacioretty. Deflected into the netting, and we just talked about one of the points of emphasis is going to be the power play for the Knights, and they're going to have their second chance. Jaden Schwartz, 2 minutes for holding, as you heard the call.
Well, and you mentioned Alex Pietrangelo as well. I mean, a guy that you mentioned earlier tonight about how he's all over the ice early on in this period. He jumped into the play, led to an odd man opportunity. And for the Seattle Kraken early on, have to take a penalty because of that opportunity for Vegas.
Great job by Theodore to keep that in. Martinez is his defensive mate on this power play with the misfit line. Theodore can't keep that one in. He's got a foot race now with Donskoy, and he wins it. Theodore to Marchessault. He scored the second goal in this game to make it 2-0 Vegas. Riley Smith had a strong game, number 19. Can't control that one. And Seattle is going to be able to clear Riley Stan, number 15. Theodore to Carlson to Smith. Nice little move, and Carlson has it. Excellent passer. Just throws that one around the board safely. Theodore. Smith. Wrist shot saved by Grubauer. Marchessault with it. Martinez, quick shot in front. Has it again. Martinez very aggressive. He'll go down low like he is right now. Back to Theodore. Pressure by Tanev. Knights working it around. Theodore will keep that in. Taken there by Alexei.
Oh, miscue there by Theodore and Carlson. That puck ends up going the length of the ice. They had a chance to turn it right back in.
Power play, just 30 seconds left. Here comes Nolan Patrick, number 41. Former draft pick of the Flyers. Nice move by Larson there. And Appleton blows the tire, but the puck is still cleared. And the Kraken, so far, so good on this penalty kill.
Donskoy looks great. Speedy, getting up the ice, and that puck is there, putting pressure with power play.
Grubauer with a nice save, and he's able to hold on to that one as the power play now down to 8 seconds as Dadonov, the newly acquired player, fired a shot on Grubauer.
Yeah, not much really going on for Vegas on this power play. The only opportunity that really seemed to cause any issues was the one-timer by Martinez trying to find Riley Smith in front earlier, but Dadonov is a guy that they're hoping that can help this power play get better. Here's the play that I'm talking about. I mean, if he finds Smith in front, Martinez, there's a redirect opportunity there to be had, a missed opportunity, but aside from that chance, really not much going on for Vegas on this power play.
Winds down here. Pietrangelo's out there. Maybe one more shot. There it is. Tapped and a save by Grubauer. Excellent redirection by Pacioretty. Out of the box comes Schwartz. He's now a threat. He had Tanev to his left, but he didn't see him. Another arm in the air.
Too many men on the ice.
Too many men on the ice. Good call, AJ.
It's got a good seat to it for it.
Seattle, bench minor penalty. Too many men on the ice.
And that last power play we just saw for Vegas, it was mostly the second unit. You mentioned that second line, the Misfits. So now that first unit, they were out there at the end, but they're going to be fairly well rested. You see them out there. You got Stone, you got Patrick, you got Pacioretty, the big guns. See what Dave Haxtell has to do, who he puts out there to kill this penalty. Donskoy, you see him out there. He has been really good. He's fast, and he puts pressure, gets up the ice in a hurry.
Sheahan will take the face-off, and he wins it nicely. And they're able to clear, so a good job by Riley Sheahan. He's been good in the dots there. Fleury and Lauzon are out there as the defensive pair on this PK. Here's Stone. Tried to find Dadonov, and he couldn't complete it, and Donskoy the other way. Looking for help. Theodore steers him to the corner and steals the puck. Trying to get this power play going. Patrick to Stone. Excellent passer. Down low. Dadonov. What a pass to Pacioretty! Off the post. Pacioretty is really wiring the puck tonight. There he is again. Tip to the corner, into the netting. The face-off to the left of Grubauer.
Well, it all starts with the entry for the Vegas Golden Knights in one area that's going to help. Nolan Patrick, 41 for the Vegas Golden Knights, does a good job through the neutral zone. And then everything gets set up here. Stone's able to get it back to Patrick. A couple of quick passing plays, find the weak side of the ice. And Pacioretty rings it off the post.
What a quick release there by Pacioretty.
Oh, elite. Yo, ding dong, yo.
Yes, sir.
Oh, comes right to Marcia, so Sheahan tried to actually forehand that out. Tanev can't get it out. Stevenson now, a foot race, but good job by Adam Larsson to get it out.
Pass back to Leonard. Confidence there from Pietrangelo.
Strength of these two power play chances. Shots on goal this period, 6-0 Vegas. Carlson weaves his way through. Gets it deep. Larsson the hard hit on Smith. And Alexiak is able to clear. Pietrangelo winds it up. 30 seconds left in this power play. Donskoy again, he's all over the ice tonight, number 72 in white. Carlson tries to take it from him, 71 from 72. What a pass! Marchessault had nowhere to go with it. Tries to throw it in front.
Marchessault had that second goal showing that same patience. He doesn't force anything.
There he is to Stevenson, shot just wide. Now they're set up, 5 seconds left, shot, kick, save! Stevenson, another save in front. Puck loose. Pietrangelo. Bouncing puck, Johansson out of the box. He's behind the play, now he's in the play. Stevenson looking for somebody. Lauzon tries to take him out. Smith, Marchessault, 2 chances. Oh, it just trickles wide as it rolled up the body of Grubauer. So some chances on the power play and the after power play, but nothing in. Leonard, save, he'll hold it.
Yeah, a power play that really didn't generate much to begin with, but towards the end, a couple of opportunities. Riley Smith had a terrific chance. And then as the penalty expired, the chance for Marchessault. Here you see the work behind the net by the Golden Knights. Stevenson able to get it to Smith, to Marchessault, and Grubauer gets a piece of that one.
Power plays, they don't necessarily need to score. You want them to create some energy. You want them to create some momentum. And it looks like the Vegas Golden Knights are doing that with those back-to-back power play. Interesting, right in the middle of that last power play, though, it got very quiet in here. But all the fans, but also both benches looked like they took a little breather.
It really did get quiet there for a second, AJ, you're right. Shots on goal this period, 10-1 in favor of the Golden Knights, and now they lead the way in that department. Another threat, shot high and wide. Kolasar with a nice shot. Hansen was free, they couldn't connect. Back they come, Krebs loses back to Dunn. Seattle expects some offense from number 29, Vince Dunn. Hasn't quite been there tonight yet. Olasar can't find that. Giordano goes back to get it. He's pinned against the glass there. As the Kraken try to break out, but they can't. Here's Giordano, the captain of the Kraken. Unprotected by Calgary. Now here he is in Seattle. Mark Stone has some room. What a pass in front. Score! Nicholas Hague! The defenseman makes it 3-0.
Well, the one common theme that we've seen on 2 out of the 3 goals in this game tonight by the Vegas Golden Knights is get Grubauer to move. And once again, it's a passing play by the Vegas Golden Knights that gets the Seattle Kraken netminder to move. Good job in the neutral zone to turn this puck over, but watch Stone. I mean, he's looking for a better play. Fakes it, gets Grubauer to move east-west, and then the shot by Hague to the far post. So good job by Vegas to recognize that there are better plays. You don't need to just bury your head and put it on net. Look for east-west plays, get the goaltender to move, things can open up.
Well, how about look at Pacioretty and Stevenson driving the net too, pushing the D back, giving space there for Hague for the defenseman to jump in. You've got somebody like Pacioretty who likes to shoot the puck. It's an unselfish play by him.
Stone, Pacioretty back again. Boy, there's that wrist shot, that release that AJ talked about once again. Wired. Nicholas Hague makes it 3-0 Knights.
You see the baby?
Yeah. How can we see her so clearly from here?
Oh, you found your dad's baby blanket.
How can I find almost anything?
You see that? Look at this one, guys.
Hey, how did you make that book so fast?
Hi, Algie. Good night.
Whoa. How did our home get so smart?
You need to face your fears.
The Emperor asks us to bring peace.
A great man doesn't seek to lead. He's called to it.
October 22nd. Gonna order a burger off the Harvey's app. Definitely going with Angus beef and toppings. How about pickles, harv sauce? I shall name it the Simon Burger.
Build your own burger by downloading the Harvey's app. Then skip the line. Plus, gain access to great offers. Harvey's.
This gold means you're a champion. But this gold means you're a champion of warmth. Because Omni-Heat Infinity uses thousands of gold dots to reflect more of your body heat. Our goal beats cold. Omni-Heat Infinity from Columbia, the gold standard in warmth.
Back to Vegas, time now for Dynamic Duos, brought to you by Mass Mutual.
Let's take a look back at the first period scoring here for the Vegas Golden Knights. And look at this pass right up the neutral zone. And then some beautiful passing here, and the shot speed at 72 miles per hour to put Vegas Knight up 1-0. And then more great passing in here too. Watch Jonathan Marchessault right here. He tucks in. He's got a little bit of space, a lot of bit of patience to score that goal.
Yeah, the one thing I loved about Marchessault there, AJ, was how high he was in the zone. As a third forward high, you keep the play in front of you. You can pounce on opportunities like that. And then the patience, as you mentioned, by Marchessault able to get around Grubauer and tuck it in. And you can see when those two guys score, good things happen for Vegas.
I can tell you as a defenseman, it stinks when the forwards are that high. You lose track of them.
Big line. Stone, Pacioretty, Stevenson, Pete DeBoer trying to pour it on here and continue this successful night so far. Here comes Darren McCann of the Kraken. Everly just wide of Leonard. Schwartz, the hard forecheck. But back come the Knights. Stevenson, Pacioretty, and Stone. Onside, barely at the line. Taken by Alexiak the other way. Beautiful tape-to-tape to Everly. Off the skate of McCann and out of the zone. There's Theodore out there with Martinez now. Giordano trying to move around his man. We mentioned those productive years he had with the Florida Panthers. 28 goals, 25. Wenberg shot. Leonard suddenly saw Wenberg on top of him. Hockey's the fastest game in the world. You know that. There's nothing better than being here at ice level for the speed and sound of the game. So we're going to give you that now. We're calling it The Rush. We'll lay out a bit and let you enjoy the sights and sounds and speed of the NHL. There's a penalty coming up here. Holding penalty is going to be the call. We'll see who's going to go on the power play. I was kind of hoping someone would swear there, tell you the truth, Boosh, you know.
Vegas penalty number 2. 2 minutes. Hold.
All right, Zach Whitecloud, 2 minutes for holding the Golden Knight defenseman right there.
Yeah, you see the free arm of Whitecloud get in on Bastion right there, takes him down, and a big opportunity for Seattle right now. Down 3-0. This is the hockey game for them. They have to make something happen on this power play. AJ talked about momentum being carried on a power play. Well, I think in this case they need a goal to get back into this game.
They're going to go 4 forwards in the 1D Giordano. Eberle tries to fish out. He can, and Martinez will be able to clear. So Wenberg's out there with Schwartz and McCann and Eberle, and the one defenseman Giordano with the puck. It's a nice move there on Riley Smith. Sends it back to Eberle. We'll see how the Kraken power play can perform here. Vegas has had multiple opportunities and hasn't put one in yet. But they have really controlled the period by having the 2 power plays, and then we're able to tuck one in after.
This 3-goal cushion is giving the Vegas Golden Knights some confidence on the penalty kill. They're really aggressive, not letting Seattle get much room in the offensive zone.
Here comes Wenberg. Sitting back kind of in a 1-3 format right there for Vegas, and they weren't able to get it through, but they dump it in now. See if they can retrieve it. Schwartz. Eberle is there. Now they're set up. Wenberg to Eberle. Good pressure, though, and Colasar is going to skate it out. Here they come, 3-on-2. Krebs looking, passing. Pietrangelo walking right in short-handed, but he can't control it and doesn't get a shot off.
Well, 3 of them deep there. That was a big opportunity. If Seattle could have gotten a clean control, transition quickly.
Yeah, you talked about the aggressiveness of Vegas on the kill. If Eberle can recognize that, make a play, alleviate some of that pressure, you know, they can get to work. It's just one of those situations where you don't execute under pressure.
Kick save by Leonard on Johansson, who had a golden opportunity. Donato down tight, makes the backhand pass. Vince Dunn has it. Dunn, here's where he can shine for this team. Around the Don score. He loses the puck. It's cleared there by Shea Theodore. Here's Dunn as the power play winding down for the Kraken. Donato. Geeky tries to control that, does, and Donato will tap in the corner. Grubauer slapping the stick, letting his teammates know that here comes Whitecloud back on the ice. Back to even strength. Dunn score. Dunn walking in, shot, glove save, loose score! Ryan Donato has scores the first goal in Seattle Kraken history, and it's a 3-1 game.
Well, huge goal. I talked about the power play needing to score. It didn't happen. But a gritty goal for the Seattle Kraken and Ryan Donato on his 4th NHL team. A guy who's scored at every level. See right here, paying the price in front of the net, able to win that battle against Alec Martinez. Good patience by Donskoy. Get that puck to the net. A rebound that I think Leonard could have controlled. Wasn't able to do it. And that led to the empty net goal for Donato.
Well, Donato, too, getting into that dirty area. We talked about it. That's what Hackstall wants to see. They've got to be willing to get there. And you mentioned every level. I mean, go back to Pyeongchang. Donato made a name for himself on Team USA from exactly that spot on the power play.
I'm sure his dad, Teddy, the longtime NHL vet, is watching back in Hingham, Massachusetts, the head coach of Harvard men's hockey. AJ played hockey at Harvard as well and won a natty there. So a good night for Harvard. AJ and Ryan Donato both bringing their A game.
I can't make that. Sweet.
No way. We're gonna be too tired to make that. I've got band practice in 20. There's no way I can.
Gonna order a burger off the Harvey's app. Definitely going with Angus beef and toppings. How about pickles, harv sauce? I shall name it the Simon Burger.
Build your own burger by downloading the Harvey's app. Then skip the line. Plus, gain access to great offers. Harvey's.
The time is coming for us to get out and go again. To visit all the places we didn't know meant so much. But we're all going at our own speed. At Enterprise, peace of mind starts with our complete clean pledge, curbside rentals, and low-touch transactions. With so many vehicles of so many kinds, you can count on us to help you get everywhere you want to go. Again, whenever you're ready, we're ready for you. Enterprise.
Gillette ProGlide and ProGlide Gel. 5 blades and a pivoting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke while washing away dirt and oil. So you're ready for the day with a fresh face for a fresh start.
Well, they're the newest NHL team, but Seattle has a long history of hockey. Their first professional team, the Seattle Metropolitans. First American team to win the Stanley Cup in 1917. Before the NHL took control of it. Advanced to their second Stanley Cup final, but the only unfinished Cup final due to the influenza pandemic. Look at those sweaters.
Wow. Bring those back.
How good are those?
Someday they're going to have an outdoor game and they're going to wear those, and
they better
frame me and hang me on the wall. That puck's going to go probably somewhere in the new arena. Ryan Donato scores the first goal in Seattle Kraken history. Alexiak in front, saved by Leonard. A backhand chance between the hash marks to make it 3-2. And here come the Kraken. They have life all of a sudden. But there comes Nolan Patrick. He's got Musher so late. Patrick saved by Grubauer. Appleton the other way. So a 3-1 lead now, and the complexion of the game has changed here in Vegas. The Kraken have some jump, and they'll look for another one. Marchessault.
Interesting look at these lines. You got Pacioretty out. I don't know if Carlson missed that shift. What's going on with Pete DeBoer, or whether he was just trying to find some momentum right back.
Eberle in front. McCann is in the net! I believe Schwartz got a piece of that. If he didn't, it went off the skate of a Golden Knight. Either way, it's 3-2. Does 17 touch this one as the Kraken faithful are suddenly back in this?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we talk about momentum, and Bush, you talked about it too on that power play they had. Here they are, they've got some life, and watch this transition game quickly up and in, and they don't take any time to get that puck inside. And look at that touch. It looked like Schwartz might have gotten a stick on it. He's the one who started it up coming through. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. It's that angle right there. Looked like Schwartz was just banging at it, but what a great play by them, and let's look at the energy level now.
I think 17 got his twig on that. It's going to be close, but I think it's going to be Schwartz's goal. We'll find out as they look at that more and more closely. But it's 3-2, and they're pressuring again.
That's above my pay grade.
Lozon out there with Dunn. Can't keep it in. Battling at the blue line. He's able to win that battle. And Eberle has it. Back come the Kraken. Eberle. Wrist shot. Just wide. Back come the Knights. Krebs. Pietrangelo. The aerial pass cannot connect. Marchessault and Colasar. So yeah, the lines are all jumbled right now for Peter DeBoer for some reason. Pietrangelo. That shot is blocked and goes wide. Colasar's out there with Marchessault. Taken by Schwartz. So suddenly it's 3-2 here in Vegas. Marchessault across. Carlson, backhand. Couldn't make the pass to Smith and then try to shoot it late. Marchessault, one-timer. Save Grubauer. Rebound. Another save by Grubauer on Hay. Carlson. Smith back to the point to Hay. He scored tonight, the third goal for the Knights. Marchessault's shot is blocked. Carlson, give and go with Smith, doesn't happen. Haig walks the line to Whitecloud towards the net. Saved by Grubauer. Gloved out by Johansson. He comes the other way. One-on-one with Whitecloud. In front, Wenberg. He'll look to make a pass to Eberle. Kick save and a beauty by Leonard. That slap shot just goes wide by Fleury.
Seattle's starting to feel it now. They're zipping it around. The second goal, all about getting through the neutral zone and transitioning up the ice. Good passing play there. Big save by Leonard to keep it at 3-2.
Vegas won their first game in franchise history on the road in Dallas 4 years ago. They'd win another one on the road before returning home here to their crowd to go 3-0. And they were off and running in that inaugural season that ended up in the Stanley Cup final.
Well, you look at that inaugural season, too. They won that game in Dallas, and Riley Smith said, we were just so relieved that we were not going to go 0-82.